Alrighty, we're wrapping up the end of week 2.5 of our 30-day social confidence building challenge. Big congrats to all of you who have pitched in so far. You've done some pretty uncomfortable things. I know. I've gone through all these things myself. I wouldn't ask you to do anything I haven't done myself. And some of you have really embraced it, and you've done some things that scare you. We're all scared by different things. We all have different levels of tolerance for social anxiety. So some of the things might look small to others and be big to you, and vice versa, and that's okay. It's all just subjective. Yeah. So as long as you're trying to make yourself do things that are uncomfortable, that build yourself socially, then you're on track, no matter how that compares to anybody else. So while I do have the point system going, that's just a marker of people putting the effort in. Okay. You aren't actually in competition with anybody. It's just for fun. So, a couple of reminders just from what I've seen coming up. First and foremost, there's only so much I can give you guys in a 30-day challenge. Each of these exercises, while I've sort of said just go do this once, these are all exercises that if you were to repeat them frequently over time, you would develop an amazing social circle. Okay, these are the formula. This is what you need to do. Now, some of these things will be more relevant to you than others, depending on your current social situation, your social courage, how you like to meet people, and so on. But everything in this challenge, if you were to do it every week, one of these things, or a few of them, you do them a lot, your social life will transform. Okay. 30 days, it's just about sort of laying the foundations, learning the skills and the exercises that would build your social life. It's repetition that's really going to make it come home. You go out and say hi to people once. No, that's not going to build your social life. But you do it every day on your lunch break, things are going to happen. So just a reminder, any of these exercises that you found helpful or you thought showed promise, repeat them. You don't even need to tell anyone else about it if you don't want to. But keep doing them. The whole point of this challenge is you do actually build your social life. It's not something you do for 30 days and then button off again. All right, this is designed to give you a great circle of friends, enhance your love life. It'll do that stuff if you repeat these exercises. Reminder, yep, done that. Let's have a look. Letting go of outcomes. I can tell by the way some of you are recording what's happening that you're doing what pretty much everyone does, which is you're attaching to the results of your behavior, what we'd call the outcomes, specifically the reactions from other people. If you really want to become socially abundant and confident, you have to focus more on what you're doing, not how they're reacting. If you have your kind of enjoyment of this process attached to how other people are reacting to you, you're not going to survive. It's not sustainable. That's when you're going to start thinking you've been rejected and all sorts of things like that. It's really important that all you're measuring is what you did, what values you had to live by to do it, how you're proud of yourself for doing it, and that's it. How other people react is almost irrelevant. All right, there's some information in there, but not much. It just tells you how that one person felt about you doing it this one time at that time of the day. It's really not helpful information. And, I've seen a couple of you, which I liked, you hit some sort of speed bump. You tried to do something. The world didn't cooperate with you in some way. Maybe you tried to go to an event and then it got cancelled, or you tried to reach out to someone, they didn't get back to you. And what I love to see, my favorite thing, is you went and tried again. All right. That's very, very important. Assume that you're going to have like a low so-called success rate, right? If I go and talk to 100 strangers on the street, it might be that only 2 or 3 of them actually want to talk to me, right? That might be the rate. So I can't measure their reaction as to how well I'm doing. I could do 30 in a row and get bad reactions, and it doesn't actually tell me anything about myself. I just got 30 people who don't want to talk to someone right now, right? If I go to some dance class or cooking class and I don't like any of the people there, that doesn't mean anything. I just got to go find another class. I just chose the wrong class. You've got people who are going to be a good fit for you and people who aren't. And there's far more people who aren't than are. All right. You can get along all right with a lot of people, but a really good fit where you can be yourself and they love you for it. Think of that as rare. So you're going to have to repeat these kinds of exercises frequently to find those few people. Well, once you find those people, they'll stay in your life probably forever if you maintain the boundaries of the relationship. So it's not as overwhelmingly negative as it might seem. If let's say only 1% of people like you, well, if you were to go and meet 500 people, which sounds like a lot, but you only need to go and say hi and see what happens. Well, then by the end of that 500, you've got a tight circle of 5 friends who are loyal to you for life. It's kind of like game over. You've found everything you need. So you got to let go of these reactions from other people, because the success rates of you being authentic, that is the rates of people who like you back the same as you like them and you're a good fit, expect that to be low. You're looking for gold, not just digging up anything. Okay? So attach to what you're doing rather than how they're reacting. Obviously, some of you are struggling with this. I know there's a lot of lurkers. There's a lot of people who aren't sort of actively participating in the challenge, but they're watching. Maybe they're doing some stuff secretly on their own. And then I see others who are doing the challenge and they're finding the limits of their courage. They're hitting some struggles, and everybody's got their limits. I used to be scared of all the things that are in this challenge. It would be a breeze for me to do them now, frankly, because I've done them so often, because I've built my courage. Anybody else can do that. I'm not special. I was just as scared as any of you, okay? I have had the highest levels of social anxiety a person can have. I'm sure of that. So if you need more support, please get in touch. Right? If you can't do this all on your own, you don't have to. There are various levels of support that I can offer. Got the Brotherhood group, very affordable, great way to get support to build this. There's all sorts of ways that I can help you here. Because if your social success is really important to you, if you really want to be socially skilled and confident and have a great social circle, then put the effort in and invest in it. Right? Get the support you need. Put aside time in your calendar to make this a priority and smash it out. And within sort of 6 to 12 months, this may no longer be a problem for you for the rest of your life. Really. Depending on how socially anxious you are, you can solve this. Right? You can get to a point where socializing is easy and fun for you, and you are confident that you could drop yourself in a city anywhere in the world and within a couple of months have an abundant social life, and you'll never lose that skill set or that courage. So if you're really serious about this, please get in touch and I'll show you how to accelerate that progress. Now, thank you guys for tolerating that I missed the call yesterday. That was just a total gaffe on my part. If you guys were going to come to the call with your Q&A and you missed it, please, you can send through your questions anytime. You can just direct message me here on school or email me, dan@brojo.org. If you have any questions relating to this challenge, any troubleshooting you want me to help you with, just get in touch and I'll help you with it. Okay? Alrighty. Well, no one else has shown up, so I'll finish it up here with the next challenge. Alright, so this one is going to be, what have we got? We've got a few points on available here. So this challenge is very simple. You are going to invite someone into your life. Alright? Now this is somebody who you have not hung out with one-to-one before. Alright? They could be someone you see a lot. Maybe they're at your work. Maybe they're at one of your hobbies. That doesn't have to be a brand new stranger, though I'll give you double points if you do. But one of the key elements to building a social life is to take someone from the safe environment where you hang out and bring them into your world. Okay, that's what I call the invitation. So if there's someone you always see at the dance class you get along with, it would be inviting them to spend time with you outside of dancing. Right? Yeah. Someone at work that you get along with, invite to spend time with you outside of work. Preferably time with you doing something that's you. This doesn't have to be big and complicated. You could just be going for a coffee, going for a walk, even meeting up at the supermarket and doing your grocery shopping together. Don't overthink this as to how special the event needs to be. The key thing is learning how to take someone from the group setting where you're comfortable with each other to a one-on-one where you're now technically getting into a friendship that's just about the two of you. All right. Very, very important skill set. It builds on the previous exercise of filling your calendar with social events and the starting a conversation with somebody and having conversations with just statements. All of this works together to create a formula for building friendships. Let's say you dropped into a new city. In that new city, you find 3 or 4 social events each week to go to. Okay? Might be classes, might be activities, might be events, farmers market, doesn't matter. You go to these things that you think that you would like. When you're there, you initiate conversation with someone, introduce yourself. Don't think I've met you before, I'm Dan, so on, right? Then you have a conversation with them where you just use statements and you speak to them like they're already your friend, and it builds that familiarity and rapport really quickly. And maybe that time you just go, okay, I'll see you here next time. You make a point to find them next time you show up at the next week of the class. And then if you guys are really clicking, then you say, well, why don't we go for a coffee after the class? And you take them out of the class and into your life. And that is how fucking simple it is to make a friend. That's the formula. All right? I've done this thousands of times. Anybody can do this. All right? And if you've ever thought, like, how on earth do you make friends? That's how. That's the whole formula right there. You go to the group thing, you initiate, build rapport, you invite them out of the group thing. If you guys like each other, you'll keep seeing each other. That's it. That's how simple it is. So I want you to practice the stage now of inviting someone out of the group or the safe environment. It could even be a family member that you just realize you've never been one-to-one with. You might even have a great circle of friends who you hang out all the time, but you notice it's always in a group and you don't have a one-to-one with somebody. So you get 5 points if you make the invitation, and you can just screenshot or describe it depending on how it was done in the comments, get you 5 points, and then 15 points if the two of you actually do meet up for that one-to-one. Okay. All right, keep going with the challenge. We're more than halfway through now. It will get a bit more, so much more difficult, but bolder. We're going to get into more leadership stuff as we wrap up the challenge. So taking people, bring them into your life, organizing things, leading, to give you that social abundance ability where you don't need to wait for anybody else. You do all the work, you get the rewards, right? Thank you guys so much for participating. Finish up with the leaderboard as it currently stands. We have Dana in first place with 88 points, Jason in second place with 70 points, and Aaron in third place with 57, and a few people nipping at their heels. All right. See you guys next time. Cheers.